today, or should I say tonight, I made this. Well, actually today, but I'm making this at night. At night. This took me 3 Karate Kid movies to make. Yes, I watched all 3. Why? Well, I don't know why. So, this is Super Oreo. You might know this character if you follow some of my videos, or go on my wiki, or go on my webtoon page at Cobbooks. It's an old naming convention. But this is a character I created in early 2008. Beginning of 2008. It was about my dog named Oreo. He became a superhero named Super Oreo. Great name. So I made him into a Plush today because I felt like it. So this in total cost me $4 to make because actually I forget for at the dollar store they had felt. I was like, oh, I can use this, and I did. So yeah, I made a Plush. It's not the best made, but I like how it came out. It could be better, but first time Plush, it's not too bad. I like it. All the stitching stuff I already had. The only problem, I guess, is his body's too long, I guess. And not too bad. His legs could be a bit better. And it should be more flexible, I guess. But yeah. Here's what he looks like. Front. And here is his back. His cape on. There's just even the guy's tail. He's pretty accurate. I like his face a lot. He came out pretty nice. Looks pretty cute. His ears are a bit on the dull side, not exactly how they're supposed to look. I kind of messed up on that part by the way I was doing it, because I made like part this side of his face wall because of black fur here it connects the ear, but the ear should be its own floppy thing. If you see my dog, you know why. But even in the comic pages, so they come out a little small, but it still works. It looks like it's got a jester hat on a little bit. The cape was pretty fun to make since I didn't have to do a lot of sewing on. Actually, didn't really use any sewing to make the cape at all. I just cut it out. And this is the only thing couldn't find felt was the yellow. So I cannibalized a plush I found at the dollar store, which is where I used all the fluff for. He's not that 3-dimensional though, because I didn't stitch in the way people usually do. He's looking a bit better now, seeing all the stuff I did previously. I would just make a body or something like that. I stitched up and then stuff it, but only using 2 sides of fabric, so I cut one out, then the other same size, stitch them together. It's kind of not the exact way you would want to do that in a plush. Plushes usually have more than like that, but I'm just doing a new time and I need to be exactly perfect. I mean, I could have paid like over $100 for somebody else to do it to make it look better, but I want to do it myself because I created this character. I'm going to create the plush of it. And no, you can't buy it because it's a one of a kind and it took me forever to make, so of course I'm going to keep it. But yeah, but if you are interested, though, leave me notice if you would like to see me create more custom plushes of my characters. The cape was probably the funnest thing because I decided during the process that stitching was a bit too much for some stuff, so I did some glue stuff for things. His nose here is stitched on, you can kind of see, but the cape is entirely glued on, including his eyes and his fabrics here. You can see his arm, his first arm here. I stitched the purple, which is supposed to be his costume, to his white hand, but the rest of them I used Gorilla Glue. It kind of shows a little bit, but it worked. It was easier. It cut time in half, even if my hands got a little sticky because I didn't let it dry all the way out. Though overall, that seemed like a better choice. Though I cut these too small. They're actually smaller than the arms, and the legs in total should have been bigger, but it doesn't really matter that much. And he got the little tail, which adds some dimension to him. I would cut like parts of the body out when I finish like a arm, and then I would put like, the arm to the body and stitch that on. Same thing for the head, though. Well, the arm, the way I position it, it's not that flexible. The legs are a bit more flexible, so I can get him sit him down. The head, he's also missing a little stuffing, but I can move his head a little bit. It's nice. I probably should have stuffed his head a bit more. But I didn't, while I was making the head, I didn't stitch this part, and there's fluff sticking through. So yeah, that was annoying. Kind of wish I glued this to the white part. Yeah, I just love this plush. The cape was probably the easiest and funnest to make, just because I didn't have to stitch anything. Stitching takes forever. So yeah, I was cut some pieces off, and like when I was making like the little, what do you call these? The spike ends of some capes. So I took one of those and for like a little cape collar here, and I rolled it up, make like a ball shape, and then glued that down. And I did the same thing with the nose, but I stitched that on. I also made a stitched mouth. It looks better from a distance and up close. You can see all the stuff. I'm at the, like I said, I don't really know how much to do that. I've been learning more and more. I've just been mostly drawing stuff, but it's cool to dabble in other crafts. You know, he is pretty comic accurate. Another one of the easy things to do is I had double stitch. I just wrapped it around his torso and then stitched right there where the already stitches are for this separator part, which on the comic character. It adds a little bit more. He's basic. He's a basic character, so yeah. And next, if I ever do this, I probably won't do this again anytime soon. I just really want to do Super Oreo. I'd probably do Super Elvis or my Kyle Strawberry character. Though that one probably be next, and it's easier. This one took a while to make. Though I can make it look like he's flying. I probably might go back to this guy and add more, make his arms better, something sturdy or something. But yeah, I like the fact that I can make him fly. Yeah, if you want to know more about this guy, go to my wiki. Also go to Webtoon, is it? Link will be in the description, where I have my new comics I'm working on and the old comics. Thank you for watching. If you want to know how to make a custom plush, I might do a video on it if this gets enough traction. Thank you very much.